What's up, everybody, and welcome to the DCL podcast. We have a cool one lined up for you today, and I'm joined with my co-host Tristan Finch and the super cool Tione. But before we get into it, I also want to send a shout out to our sponsor today, Amazing Cloth. Please check it out. We're going to tag all the details below, and I'll talk about this a bit later in the show. Oh,
Yeah. So, I think the main question. We're just gonna go straight.
You straight into the question.
We're going straight into
We want the
it. No, but the main question is we're gonna open up. Everyone wants to know about you. People want to know what your story is, your come up, your goal. Start from the beginning.
Okay. Ayo, what's poppin'? What's Gucci? Everyone knows me. Okay, well, let me not say everyone knows me. Damn. Okay, what I meant to say was that is my famous intro. You should know. Because Gucci, what's poppin'? It's your girl, Lime Dime. So what's up, guys? My name is Tione, a.k.a. Lime. I'm 21 years old, turning 22. I'm a professional dancer at first, but I'd like to consider myself as an all-rounder creative. So, that just means I have my foot in every single part in the creative industry. So I dance, I sing, I act. Yeah, I do most of that. I like to do everything that involves creativity. So yeah, what's up.
So when did you realize that you wanted to be in this entertainment industry?
Ever since I was a kid.
What inspired you? What got you there? Like, was there one person that got you there, or was it just things that you were seeing growing up?
When I was a kid, I knew that music was something that was going to be a huge part of my life. When I was a kid, I'd always, rhythm and just sounds would always fascinate me. I always knew there was something different about me. Whenever I hear a specific sound, I would hear a rhythm in it. You know what I mean? So I always knew that being a creative was something that was in my blood from when I was a kid. And I couldn't see myself doing anything else. I didn't see myself studying, anything corporate. I always knew that I had that creative, that blood, that creative thing inside my blood. So my family, my dad, he was very into rock music, actually. He had all the CDs at U2, and he always used to play music in the house. My mother, she's a dancer as well, and she's also a model. So yeah, I guess it's all in the family, you know what I mean. But for me, it was very special because when I was a kid, there was a situation where there was an excursion that we went to, and then these hippies came with drums. There were these hippies that came to our school with these drums, and then they would play a specific rhythm pattern. And all the kids would be just so confused and they just play anything. But then I would always get every single rhythm pattern that they would play. Sure. And then they realized that, you need to play an instrument, So I started playing marimbas and drums.
What?
Yeah.
I'm a drummer, though.
Yeah. Yes, sir. So I always knew that, I was going to, flourish into something creative. Yeah. So.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
So you said you, didn't study anything relating to it, the entertainment industry, dance, so you didn't do any courses, you just jumped straight into the industry.
I jumped straight into the industry. Guys, when I matriculated, I couldn't see, I just prolonged. I didn't apply anywhere. My mom kept saying, when are you gonna apply? Where are you gonna go? And I was just like, nah, I'm not gonna do any. I just took a gap year, and then it became gap years, and then yeah,
So you already had that vision. You knew you were never going to apply.
I knew, my brother took one for the team. Shout out, bro. He's the one that jumped straight into, college and shit. I didn't do anything. I was super relaxed. And I started, getting into the industry from, 17, 16.
Sure.
So during high school, I was already doing gigs, outside gigs. I was starting to do things test runs. I do favors for guys. I would, for exposure, which I hate so much now. For exposure, I hate that. But I am where I am now, and I feel like it's so important to build yourself, know who you are, and what you bring to the table in order for you to put a price on it. You know what I mean? So it's I had my time doing that, and then after the trick, then I felt like I had the freedom to pursue what I wanted to do, fully full time.
So can I just ask you also something?
Yeah.
Like you said, to put a price on it. So how long did it like take you before you like actually knew like this is what I'm gonna start charging people for my services? You know, like
Yeah.
whatever you're doing, like in this industry.
Like how long?
How long did it take
Like
for you to monetize
how did you know?
yourself?
Yeah.
I feel like
What to charge and what's the right fee and you know
yes,
how to go about that.
that comes with the experience and who you've encountered. So like along the way. So I mean, the first major gig I got was from Nasty C's Iverson. So like I was still pushing things like I would do music videos for people for fun. Like I would go there for the vibes. Yo.
I actually remember that. I remember that time of your life as well.
And it's so crazy. People have seen me grow from then. And I didn't like I was so like naive. I was like, yo, music video, ha, you're going to be there. Let's go. Like, you know, it's gonna be chow there on set. Let's go. Like you know, like you learn, like you start somewhere. And then once you meet certain people and you start realizing, you know what, you know, you're getting exploited and like you've gathered enough experience and you've worked with enough people in order for you to know your worth now, then that's when you start putting a price on it. Like I started doing things like, you know, the Nasty C Iverson tour for free. I did, you know, I danced with.
You did it for free.
Yo, I did it for free. My guy, I did it for
but
free.
I suppose look at what you've gained just from that experience.
You know what I
also,
mean?
yeah.
That's what I look at. Like it's for the love of the craft.
Yeah.
I never want to like be like, yeah, what about my cash though? Like in the beginning when you're starting out, you know, it's for the love of the craft. It's still for the love of the craft, but like you cannot let people exploit you if you know what you're worth. You can't do that. So like when I started realizing, okay, you know what, let me start charging people a young thing. You start off small. Maybe you say like, it depends what it is too, the entailment of the job, everything they want you to do, because people tend to exploit you in the game. Like they, especially when you're a young, fire female, they want to exploit you. Like they want to be like, nah, I'll sell you these dreams, ma.
But she said, nah.
Yo, it's lit at the night show, guys. Like it's crazy. So yeah, you just need to know when it's the right time for you to start putting a price on it. You know.
I get it.
Because you can't really put a price on experience and knowledge.
Exactly.
Like so, from what you gained from, say, for example, from the Iverson tour, what you gained from that, no one can now just buy their way into that kind of experience.
Straight up.
So you might have done it for free, and now you look back now, and then they might have exploited you, but now you know where to go from there.
Exactly.
That's the difference. Yeah.
But has it helped you like with the Iverson tour? Like has it helped you going forward and getting more gigs?
Of course, like I feel like you can't just pull up in the scene and then start charging people. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're doing. I feel like you need to know yourself 100% in order for you to know what you're worth.
100%.
You can't just start putting up there and charging people. Like that was like a learning experience for me, and it opened up so many other doors because people saw, like I've always had this lime, you know, this is my look. I've always experimented with different colors, but the green has always been organic. And I feel like that's what, you know, I was super attracted to that color. Like me and green, that's my color. And when I was on stage, people would see like, yo, who's that girl with the green hair? Like, damn, she's popping. And then people would contact me and be like, yo, we want you to come to the music video shoot, or yo, we want you to, you know, perform with someone, etc., etc. So
you've almost like mastered your personality.
You had that one thing that made people want you.
Yes, that's the thing. Knowing yourself and like finding yourself. And then sticking with that and never losing yourself ever with what you're doing, you know?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
That's flipping cool.
Shut up.
But what I really want to know, that Love Island.
That love. You know what someone said to me? I saw you on Long Island.
Long Island.
Yo, they were like,
Long Island.
Yo, I saw you on Long Island. I was like,
iced tea though.
we're talking about iced tea though, you know, that tropics, you know. I was so dead. I was like, you mean Love Island? Oh my gosh, guys, I've had so many things. Like, I cannot escape it. Everywhere I go. I had a gig the other day, and I was doing some bangra there, you know. I was out here, like, I was doing the most.
Going for the culture.
I was going for the culture. I love it. And then this one guy was like, yo, are you from Love Island? I was like, oh. I just came to do some bangra, man.
I've exposed myself though.
No cap. I was like, no cap. I just came here to shake some, you know. And then now they like you from Love Island. I'm like, yo, guys, please. It was a dope experience. It was a dope experience. Like Love Island was lit as hell. Like I enjoyed my time. I enjoyed, just landing there when they hit me up, and I was like, what? I made it. I was like, yeah. I'm gonna be on there. It's gonna be dope. And it's not what you think. It's literally not what you think, guys. Like, you can think you're this type of person, and then as soon as you go onto reality TV show, you find out so much more about yourself, and you learn like how you are around other people, because there are so many different personalities that come on TV.
Yeah.
And it's wild. Like, it was bittersweet. Like, it was amazing. And then it was also like some tough moments in there.
Yeah.
But you need to just be strong as an individual in order to like get through, because some people, like, you will not cope in there if you don't know yourself, number one, and if you're easily influenced, and also if you're easy, like, if you're sensitive, you will not work in there. Trust. Like,
I mean, I remember seeing a clip of you walking in.
Yeah, I was
That's
just
feisty though.
When you walked in,
I think,
and I think when you walked in, they were all sitting outside, like on the couches.
yeah, all
And
the
then you
hands.
walked in, and then I saw all the girls were just they were looking.
Shame, someone thought I was putting the middle finger up there. No, I was doing this, guys. When I walked in, I was like, yeah.
You know when an eagle sees a rabbit, that's how those girls were looking at you. They were like, "What is this?"
Wait, I was the eagle,
Okay, yes.
or were they the eagle? And I'm the rabbit.
I don't know. They looked at you like they knew you were there for bad things. You know what I'm saying?
That's my thing.
That they gave you that impression when you walked on, and also because the guys stayed silent, it was worse. The guys didn't really react, so the girls were like, all the girls looked confused.
I remember that day so clearly.
They
Like,
looked confused,
I
and the
was
guys
nervous.
were sitting there like they knew it was gonna happen, which is why it caused like that tension on TV.
oh, guys, it was hectic. Like,
I was like,
I
God
remember
damn.
sitting in my hotel room, and I was like watching the shows, and I could see them, and like you just see these people like on screen, and then entering the house and seeing them live is like so different. So like I walked in, and then I saw the hands there, and I was like, yeah, what's up? Because I'm super like trap, I'm trap, like they don't get me. And all the hands there so prim and proper, like they just there like, what's happening?
Hey.
I'm so trapped, man. Like, I came in there like,
Carefree though. I don't give a
carefree.
Yeah,
Shit.
I can't imagine you and Millie being on like the same wave.
Never.
Like, at all.
I can never be on the same wave as a hand like that. No
Oh,
ways.
that's
Like,
a
no
hundred
shade. It's
No,
just
like a
I know
lifestyle,
my
yeah,
I
yeah.
know my
Hey,
people.
man.
Like, I know who I would chow with. So like I pulled up in there, and then they I guess they were intimidated. I don't know. Like, I just pulled up, and like I tend to have this exterior of confidence and bad and this girl, but inside I'm genuinely like a softie. I really am. And once you get to know me, like, you'll know that I'm such a soft person.
You want those cuddles though.
Yes, I want the cuddles, and like I walked in there because I had to pull up for the people. I had to pull up for the people, and then I saw the guys there, and I was just I was like, I was overwhelmed by seeing all their faces, and I had to do my thing. And then after that impression it gave them, this whole thing, which led up to why I had such a weird experience, because just from that thing alone, they had already made up their mind of who I am, which I don't appreciate. I don't like that. Like, it's not good to judge someone. I mean, first impressions do count, but like,
Don't judge a book.
don't judge a book, man. Don't judge a book. I could be Twilight on the outside, but inside it's Diary of a Wimpy Kid or something. Like, don't, just read and take your time.
Read the book, yeah.
So,
What was your like best and worst experience there
okay,
with the people?
with the people.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with my worst. My worst experience there was that moment. I'm sure everyone saw that, when all the hands like ganged up on me. That was like the worst, because they were on some. Everyone has had a moment there in the house where the girls didn't like a specific person, at a time. So there was this moment where they all came up and they were trying to figure out a certain thing. So, like, mind you guys, they don't show you everything on the show, okay? So the way you think someone is perceived is not really like the way they're perceived.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Like, they leave so many things out. So it's not fair. But I mean, they make you seem like you're this person, but you're not. So there was this moment where they all were ganging up on me, and they were asking me, even Kitty, when I Kitty, she said to me, she's like, yeah, I heard you were saying something about Ross and what's her name, Tyler, that they weren't feeling each other, blah blah blah. And I had a conversation with them. Like I did have a conversation with them, and they didn't show that part. And then they made it seem like as if I'm there in the corners, there being shady.
They set you up.
Yo, they set me up.
They
set me up. And they were ganging on me, man. And they were asking me, they bombarded me with these things. And I felt so like awful. I didn't appreciate that from them. But I do understand as well where everyone was coming from at the same time. Reality TV is difficult. That was like my worst moment. Like I didn't enjoy that at all. I felt really like an outsider. I didn't feel like I was a part of them. I guess being a bombshell is also very difficult because when you come in there, your role is to steal someone from somebody. You know what I mean? Like, and I also came in very late. When you come in late, it's so difficult for you to puzzle.
But you see now. See what you just said about yourself. You called yourself a bombshell, which every person should feel themselves. Every person should back themselves 100%. But it's people that don't that see you as a threat. So if someone saw you as a threat because they know that you think you're a bombshell, that's because they don't think that about themselves.
But also the term for the people that come in after the main people are bombshells.
Bombshell, yeah. But
so I mean, I'll
figuratively and literally.
Yes,
yeah.
I'll take that.
But you know what I'm saying, though.
I know
it's
what
like
you're
people
saying.
that people that aren't confident in themselves as a brand.
Yeah.
See people like you as a threat.
100%.
They'll see you. They'll see you as a brand, and they'll be threatened by it instantly, just because they know they can't compete.
Exactly, and I feel like most of the time they were uncertain where to place me because I was also very surface. One thing about me, I'll never reveal my full self to you. Now, I don't like people who pop up. So when people come and they're like, yeah, I'm like, that's a front. That's a front. You're hiding something deep. Like I can never reveal that self. Anyway, I'm just going on and on. So the best part.
We digress.
Yeah, I'm sorry. The best part about the journey was when I officially started feeling like I was becoming a part of the family. I would have ciphers with the guys and the girls there. It was so fun. Like we would rap and we'd we'd do like freestyle rapping. We would do little fashion shows there. I would bring everyone together to come and do a little modeling thing, and I would also give them a little dance session, and I would teach them a few moves, and everyone would join. It was so nice because everyone would come together, and then that was kind of bringing in the elements of me into the show,
so people could really see
what you're about.
You know what I mean? And it was so nice. I'm so sad they didn't show that.
Did this happen like towards the end of the show, or?
Yeah, towards like when I was easing in, because in the beginning it was tense. It was very. They didn't know who I am. They were still trying to figure out what my intention was. But after when they got to know me, then I started to like ease into it nicely, and then that was like my best part. And then I officially they would like call me, and then that would make me feel so nice. Like, yo, T, come through here, and I'd be like, yes, I will come there. Yes, let's go.
But the thing is, even though they didn't air something like that, for you, it's still going to be a core memory forever.
Of course.
Because you're never going to forget that you were on the show.
Yes, 100%.
And you're never going to forget like that. If that's your best moments where you shared it with everyone else on the show, you're not going to forget that. So
yeah.
I feel like even if they did air it, it's not going to change the way you felt in that moment.
Yeah.
So it was still your best moment.
100%. Still my best moments. Everything else was amazing. The games and stuff. The people, the crew was amazing. I love the crew. They made each and every single cast member feel welcome and, feel a part. And just me feeling a part was the main thing for me. Like, I can't stand seeing someone feel like they're not included or feel like they're, not welcomed. It's not a nice feeling at all. Like, I've been there before. So
yeah, I think we've all been there before.
Yeah.
We've all been in a situation where you feel unwanted.
Yo,
for no reason as well.
It's not Gucci.
Yeah.
But then there was also a moment where there was like sort of segregation, where like there were the creatives, and then the quiet people. When all these bombshells started coming in, you could start seeing all the people that are musically inclined, and all the people that would like connect through certain things, and it would be us. We'd be making music, we'd be making beats and stuff, and then like mainly the people that were there in the beginning.
It was like a personality clash.
Yeah.
Like you just completely separated.
Yeah.
You knew where you were.
Where you were. Like if you're not that type that's like super like live, you would be in a circle where it's like, nah man, they're always making noise in the kitchen. man, they always like, oh.
I associate myself.
Meanwhile, it's like 3 a.m.
I
He's
associate-
And we
in the
were
kitchen
like,
just having a
"Ah,
supper.
and we all jiving, and it was such a dope. Oh, shout out. It was nice.
So other than that, you don't regret working with the people that you worked with, because
Nah.
also that again was a stepping stone to where you are today.
Mm.
I'm not gonna say you don't regret working with people,
Mm.
like the people,
Mhm.
but you don't regret the fact that you have done that work. You put that work in already.
Yes. I loved being on there. I'm so glad I did that. It was definitely a great platform for me, and something that I can put on my CV or put on somewhere where I can say I've done that. You know, I feel like I'm still who I am. Love Island didn't change me, didn't give me a bigger head and be like, yeah, I was on Love Island. It's something I can say, like, yeah, I was on Love Island, great, but it's not something that I use and like that made me. Because I've always been the person I was before I went on Love Island.
You had gang followers before you.
You
went
get
on.
me?
Yeah.
Like it didn't.
You already had your market. So.
Straight up, like I already knew what I was trying to do, and it was a great thing to add on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't something that
It was just another box to tick. Yeah.
you get me. So yeah.
Would you ever participate or enter another reality show?
Actually, I was supposed to go on to Big Brother.
Oh.
You know, like I
Big Brother
was.
Africa.
Big
or
Brother?
South Africa?
Like, no, really?
Yeah, Big Brother Mzansi. I was supposed to go
Mzansi.
there.
Because
Yeah.
Big Brother Africa is quite successful.
Yeah.
Like the
The continental
whole,
one,
like
yeah.
Nigeria.
It's
and
quite a
Yeah.
successful one. There's a hella drama in that show.
I see that one.
But that's a culture
Yo.
clash as well. There's a culture clash.
Yes, it's a culture clash.
Yeah.
But I would love to go on another reality TV show. But something where it's more where there's like more people, because Love Island was like fixated 5 girls, 5 guys. If you don't find your match, you're out. Yo, how am I supposed to what if none of them are like what I'm trying to look for?
Did you find that love though?
Nah, I didn't find that love.
Did you see her with anyone?
I mean, after Love Island.
I mean, I tried. I
anyone
tried, guys.
in the picture right now?
Anyone in the picture right now?
Anyone's in the picture right now.
Anyone?
Any twos?
You don't have to disclose.
Where the shots at though? I'm joking. I mean, yeah, I won't lie. I am seeing someone.
Durban or Joburg?
Oh my gosh, what I was disclosed.
Specific.
No, that's all I want to know. Because that's all I want to know. Because if it's Durban, people would have known.
And that's the thing. I'm such a private person when it comes to that. Like, I show you what I want to show you.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah,
but
for sure.
I am like very much interested in a specific person. They are from Joburg.
Is his name George?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, sorry.
No. Why would I date a George number one?
Oh, George Clooney.
I knew you were gonna say George Clooney.
That bank.
No, I have my own bank.
Wait,
What?
But it's George Clooney.
is it Absa Bank?
A George Clooney
It's
bank.
different.
No, it's Effenby bank.
That's straight up.
It's
Represent.
Capitec.
I just wanna.
I'm also Capitec though.
But you don't go there.
I'm
I just-
multiple banks.
We don't go to Capitec. You
Yeah,
do it
we do.
online.
Right, because those
Nobody
lines though.
goes to Capitec.
Those lines. Are we allowed to disclose these names actually? Ish.
So I just want to find another thing quickly.
Mhm.
Like obviously you're in the lights a lot.
In the
and-
limelight.
Yeah, public figure there. You know.
Yes.
Like, what makes you happy, and where do you go for peace? You know, like your own time. Like, what do you like to do?
When
like,
you're away
just
from
to
the
get
lights.
away, yeah.
Away from the cameras, away from the limelight.
Like the one that warms your heart. You know?
Oh
I'm
man.
happy.
Okay.
I'm at
I'm gonna
peace.
expose myself right now.
Just don't cry. I'm lying, you can cry.
No,
You can cry.
I'm not in the mood to cry.
No one, you're never in the mood to cry.
Hey, sometimes I'm in the mood to cry, and then I play like the weekend, and it just so like
The Weeknd.
yo, it's weird. So I like to lab. Most of my dancers, my fellow dancers, would know what labbing is. Yes.
No.
So
I don't know what it is, bro.
are you a dancer? Yeah, that makes sense. So I lab in my in my bedroom in the dark by myself. So what I like to do is put some earphones on, and I just play some music and I just like start dancing by myself, and it makes me so happy. It's like spiritual, and no one sees me, and I just become my pure authentic self when I start dancing. And I know that's really like it's not great, but every time I dance, like that makes me so happy.
That's
like,
beautiful.
It's so expressive, and it's me. Like when you see me, that's who you see. Like when I dance.
That's amazing.
But also, once you put those earphones in, or once that music is loud enough, everything else is just blocked out. There's nothing that can distract you from what you're doing at the time.
I love that's how I escape. Like when I'm sad and I'm angry, I just project that into my dancing, and like the beat goes hard.
That's dope.
It needs to. or you can listen to a sad song. You can, I don't know, contemporary. True. You can do that if you want. Put some sweatpants and socks on. You know how they do it over
slip. Get me.
You gotta look the part.
Okay, and then one last thing before we wrap it up. You can just discuss it briefly.
Briefly.
A little thing called Trap Girls.
Yes.
Trap.
Trap Girls in the mall.
What tell us about that?
So that's my marketing and modeling agency, which I'm solely owning. That's my brand, and I love it so much. I have my girls, my little cute little collective of girls in there. Shout out to Demi, Nia, Numsa, and Lee. I love you guys so much. Yeah, she's in there. That's my collective. I love them so much. So what we do is we basically cast girls for different, branded affiliated photo shoots. So we do that, and
you've done events as well.
We've done events. Yeah, we do events. We have a little hostessing little group where we'll bring in the girls and we'll do little corporate events, and we'll host, and some really jiggy stuff. So, but we're trying to move more into branded and more corporate.
Where you can create Trap Girls as a brand, like
exactly
independently, like you did it on your own. You didn't need another company to come and help you.
No.
You basically did all the work yourself.
Yes, me and my ex partner. Yeah, we're no longer partners anymore. But she did come through, and she taught me a lot, and I've learned so much from her, which I really appreciate and I love and respect. But yeah, we've parted ways, and we've just she's gone more into corporate, and I'm still gonna continue with what I'm gonna be doing.
Entertainment.
Yeah, with entertainment. So.
Okay, so the thing is, because I remember when Trap Girls first started, and I knew you girls were grinding, because the first week was chilled, and you were chilling there with your loyal followers from your personal accounts and stuff like that, and that thing just took off. It
took off, yeah. I mean, a lot of people contributed to that. I won't say I can't say that I did all by myself. A lot of factors contributed, but at the end of the day, we move, and I'm just happy. Are there any requirements to be a trap girl?
No, you can be one if you want.
You have to. I'm just saying.
You just need
I want to trap though.
I want to trap. Guys, I just want to also be clear. Like, just because it's called Trap Girls, don't think trap house, trapping trap. Okay. Like, I'm on I want to restructure everything. Okay, like I don't want to be. I don't want to have a misconception of what we are, who we are. You just need to be confident, in yourself as a female. You need to know the direction you want to go in. So you don't have to necessarily be doing the things that we do. But as long as we provide the tools to help you flourish and grow into the person you want to be, that's amazing. So as long as you take something from coming into the journey, like coming into this, and then when you decide to leave, or if you decide to leave, you've learned something. So amazing. I mean, you just need to be confident. You need to know who you are as a person, and kind of have the same, things that align in the same path that we're going into. So you don't want to be a rugby player, and then you come and then into Trap Girls. You don't want to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
no, I get you.
Yeah.
No, cool, amazing. I just want to wrap it up and say thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah.
Getting to know you was amazing. Yeah. And if you want to be a trap girl like me, please DM.
DM me.
Yeah, we're gonna link
the
accounts at the bottom. So yeah, thank you so much for joining us. I'm gonna be chatting about this soon, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, all the best to you.
Thank you.
And yeah, thank you.
Cheers.